title as I read clay light, great perfections or great completions, if I translate it, great completions. Clay light referring to now the nature of the mind, clay the nature. What means the clay light? Clay light means free from the dualities, free from the subject notion, free from object notion. It is brilliant clay light. Where it is, this is residing within our heart. And that is going through more in the teaching will come, so I don't want to talk that. But that is the what? One is free from the subject, free from the object, that in its nature. And we kind of break down that to the more kind of simple way, means the nature, one which is free from the duality. The nature which is free from the duality, that is clay light, brilliant light. That is a briefly. And of course, it talks more about that, and then we go follow that to after it. And the great completion. Great completion is then Dzogchen teachings. That means Dzogchen teaching is everything is completed. Everything is completed, nothing is really missing in that nature. This nature. Because it's all that what we're talking, loving kindness, compassion, wisdom, understanding, love, and bodhicitta, devotion, everything is concluded. Nothing is missing. Where is concluded? In the nature of the mind. How that nature of the mind is a clear light status. That nature. And where is it residing? And that is then in the teaching we go follow. But is residing within our heart, within our nature, within our heart center. It is residing at great completion stages. Nothing is missing. And that means everything. For example, in the Buddha's teaching, the Hinayana teaching is completed with Dzogchen. Mahayana teaching is completed in the Dzogchen. And the Outer Tantra teaching is completed in the Dzogchen. Mahayoga teaching is completed in the Dzogchen. Anuyoga teaching is completed in the Dzogchen. And therefore, it is completed, everything. Samsara is completed in the Dzogchen. Nirvana is completed in the Dzogchen. Nothing is missing out of that. What is that? That is our innate nature of the mind. Samsara comes from our nature of the mind. Nirvana comes from our nature of the mind. Everything comes from our nature of the mind. It's manifested, rippled. That. When it came down, come back, it all is our nature of the mind. What that nature of the mind is clear light luminosity. What that clear light luminosity is, beyond duality. Duality is beyond the conception, beyond the duality. That innate nature is the Dzogchen. That is the what they claim. And for that reason, it's called the Dzogchen, great completions. When you have that realization, understand exactly as it is, then it is also known as greater perfections. It's nothing is imperfect. Yes, nothing is imperfect. Perfection is duality. But the Dzogchen level is beyond everything. Therefore, then what in the Dzogchen teaching, sometimes they use all is good. Everything is good. Buddha Samana Bhadra. Nothing is not good. Everything. Good and bad are levels of the dualities. Reality level, the source is the same, display is the same, ending is the same. What is the difference? Only the duality level. How long we label this? According to Buddha teaching, we label this from the sense of beginnerless times. Throughout the lifetimes, we label, holding, and then become tangent. It becomes like ice. And we trapped it. That. When ice is melted, where that goes? It becomes water. Water is smooth. tender in a way. That is how it is. So therefore, the understanding of Dzogchen is not just a partiality attitude, giving something and trying to take something or accept something. Acceptance and rejection and sorting out, that we've been doing all the time is a game of dualities. Game of the duality. If duality goes a little stronger, more kind of single out what is called ego clings. Then ego clings. Clinging. And then it goes on and on, fabrication, this and that thing. All is labor. Today we are trying to release, unknot all those fabrication things. Trying to unknot. Release that. How are we going to release it? We are not going to release unknot that with as a subject or object level, with the duality as we do. At the Dzogchen level, we are using that unknot, what the teaching, it will explain. I mean, you read these books, you already know those things, I think. It's self-liberated. Without a subject and object, without effort. Simple, easy, casual, calm, peaceful, very low-key, and be as natural. Please, that is what we're going to release. And that technique, to release that technique, what is called? Then here, in the Tibet, maybe I'm sure it's translated there too. Tukchu, cutting thoroughly. Cutting thoroughly teaching is not the subject and object level, cutting as a regular mundane level, even though word used as tukchu, or cutting thorough. This cutting thorough is beyond the duality, relaxing its own natural status, not pursuing the duality, rather looking to the source of duality and then just let it go. And that's what in the Dzogchen teaching we heard so many times. Let it come, let it come, let it go. Don't stop the movement of the display of the nature. Nature, no, we're not trying to invoke it by the conception, by the dualities. Relaxing in the present status. As nature is present. We are in the present status. We are not in past. We are not in the future, even though we are futuristics, but we are in the present. Let be in the present as we are. Be stay in the present. Let be everything come, everything go, as nature does, without labeling, without manipulating, without directing by the dualities. That is what tukchu is called. Tukchu. And the teaching said, relax in the natural state of the pure from the beginning. Nature is pure from the beginning. Relax in that natural state through the means of the poor abiding techniques. Those are also teaching, well, tell me, we heard those poor abiding techniques. With that, when you relax in poor abiding, use the poor abiding techniques, relaxing ourselves on the present state with the poor abiding techniques, all the dualities and the fabrications naturally liberated, merged back to the natural status without even trace. That is known as tukchu, cutting thoroughly. It's not cutting thorough as a subject or object with a knife and so forth, with effort. Effort cutting is not Dzogchen. Effort techniques are used in the Buddha teaching in order to lead, to bring this understanding. In the Hinayana teaching, in the Mahayana teaching, even in the Vajrayana teaching, use those with some degree of effort and all these things, because we're trying to direct it to the way from the old habit patterns. But when you reach to the Dzogchen level, we're going to relax, calm and free. That for many times, use also carefree status, relaxing, calm and peaceful. Bring forth more joy and appreciation and bodhicitta and devotion, respect. Even those beautiful things are also really kind of immediately merged back to its own source. So relaxed. There's no ripples. It's calm and peaceful serenities. The movements are there, displays are there, arising energy are there. Relax and calm and peaceful. peaceful. That is what is known as what's called the Tukchu. And then here, Tawa. Tawa is a Tibetan word view. So this is the view. This is what we're talking. What I'm talking is now we are beholding the view. You are beholding the view. We are glimpsing. I hope we are glimpsing of the views by this talking, by I talking. This view is not a view of somewhere else, somewhere in other directions of our way. We're talking view that we inherit to our nature. We're talking our view, your view, what I'm talking. That's what Buddha is talking. That's the great master, Guru Padma Samye Ling. Longchen, but they're pointing, even they will say they wrote this book, that book, but this book is not their books. That book is our book, our explaining our nature, your nature, how to behold, how to bring forth and discover our treasures, my treasure, your treasures, your richness, my richness. That is what we talk. When you behold that, when you have the glimpse of understanding, that is known as view. This view is not alien. We are invoking some aliens from outside trying to make that sense here. We are revealing our own beauty, nature. This is what we are going to, that is our playground. View is our playground anyway. We are going to move with that playground. His playground is our playground, your playground. You are the center of these playgrounds. We're going to behold, revel, play the games, all these things. Let it come, let it go, let it be, and be relaxed. Explore more, let it come, let it go, let it be. That is what its name is. So this is what view is. And we're talking of this view again. What is view? View is unimpeded nature of your nature, unimpeded nature, clay-like luminous status, in present status. Our view is not past. Our view is not the future. Our view, your nature is right present. That is your view and my view. We're going to maintain that. This view is generally very important because this is what in the other Dzogchen teaching said. The three words of Garabdorjis, positive art, introducing. There's many translations. It's kind of difficult to translate. Many translations, but introducing the nature of your own innate nature of your own mind or our own mind. This nature of your innate own mind is the view. That is what you're going to view. When we're meditating, in the Dzogchen meditator, you are beholding that view. I view. Even your looks like gazing outside, but in fact, you're gazing your inner space view. Gazing inner space view. Relaxing, calm. That inner space is present. It's not the past, it's not the future. It is actually, in fact, in the Buddha teaching or the Dzogchen teaching, it's even not present thought of consumption, in the conceptual level present. It's beyond the 3 times. So it's beyond of the past, beyond of the future, beyond of the present, it's beyond. That known as the great present status. In that sense, what that means? It means because the 3 times is also still conception level. Past, present, and future. But Dzogchen, your nature, our view, your view, is not in that conception frame of the times. It's beyond. And it relaxes in that nature. That is. So that is the view, really about the view. And then of course this teaching explaining more about this. Now the next one is, he said that speed speed up all the Bhumis and paths. Speed up all the Bhumis and paths so fast. And then fly to Garuda. Speed up this. So that means when you are relaxing on that present state of the Dzogchen, present state of the Dzogchen, or when you relax on that natural state of mind, the pure from the beginning. Kada. Kada is the pure from the beginning. Kada, Sankhara, unimpeded. And original nature of the Kundazampa. When you relax on that natural status, all the Bhumis and the paths are totally, you went so fast. You reach to the original state where Buddhas are. Where Buddha is. Or where Buddhas are actually. Buddhas are. Buddhas are in Dharmakaya status. Always. And Sambhokaya status. Nirmakaya status. When you relax on that nature state of mind beyond the 3 times in that nature status, we are in the Dharmakaya status. To reach the Dharmakaya status, according to Sutra, how long it takes? 3 countless eons. According even Mahayana, 3 countless eons. Then in the Kriya Tantra it says like 16 lifetimes, 7 lifetimes, 3 lifetimes, and so forth. So forth. In this case, we instantly reach to exactly the origin state, the absolute status, as exactly in the true nature is. And that's what we've heard many times, mingling our mind with the Dharmakayas. Mingling with our mind, the Dharmakaya is not just notion. When you are relaxed in the Dzogchen status, without disturbed by the mundane conceptions, we are within the Dharmakaya state of mind. Mind. That is what is. But even we relax in that nature state of short time because our duality is so strong, so dense, and so powerful. There is a window of light comes for a short moment, and then again the cloud comes and covered up by that. For that reason, then practice of the Dzogchen or any practices, of course, in the Sutra teaching that we need joyful effort, we need devotions, we need bodhicitta, combine it together. Combine it together, meditate continually. Joy, appreciation, bodhicitta, and devotion combine it together, and occasionally thinking of also these precious lives, how this precious life is so precious. Not I'm saying maybe occasion, but we should think that. We should reflect the precious lives. And also impermanent, cause and effect are inevitable, and the cause and effect, the results are inevitable. And the samsara has a lot of difficulties and troubles and challenges. Thinking of those, what those will do, in the teaching said, always said, is true. If we think of those things, it makes our heart more soft, softer heart, more tender heart. At the same time, we become more practical, more sensible, it brings more common sense to our knowledge. We can understand more kind of respect and appreciation, considerations. All those will follow if we start reflecting the precious lives, how life is so precious, how life is also fragile, impermanent, and cause and effect, the results are inevitable. And then samsara has a lot of difficulty, challenge, ups and downs, change, all that. Think of these things. Dzogchen practitioners generally should think those. Even the great Dzogchen master, Padma Rinpoche, his own is Dunju Rinpoches and the Maha Rinpoches. They always emphasize on those. I mean, all the Longkhepas. When you read books of their life story, read it. All the Dzogchen masters, all the Mahamudra masters, everyone, all those said again, because it will settle our myself more settled down, we become more sensible, not just always become self-important, all kind of hovering all the time with the ego, all the time something. More kind of relaxed, more sensible, more appreciate. To appreciate it to our family, friend, and neighbors, and more sensibles. We become good person. That means we're taking the life, meaning of our lives. And that's what. So therefore, again, path and Bhumis. Path, of course, there's 5 paths. Those are known as the five paths. You all know. I will just name. I will name. First is accumulation path. Second is application path. And third is seeing path. And fourth is meditation path. Fifth is path of no more study. No more things to do to achieve the realizations. So therefore, that's called 5 paths. First path. What is first path? First path of accumulation path and application paths are, according to the teaching, they are still in the level of samsaras. We're trying to making things to change the samsaras. Accumulation path, application path. The seeing path is the first time that now we behold the view exactly as it is, without presumption, without the theory, without the conceptions, or without the analytics. Seeing nature as it is, naked, fresh. Fresh, as sometimes I use example, as you see beautiful brilliant sky, free from the cloud and misty and dusties, you see how clear, bright today is. You see, we see that. Same way, seeing that nature. That is what seeing path is. Then the meditation path. Meditation path, from the seeing path all the way to meditation path, is known as then in the Bhumi level, 10 Bhumis. All the 10 Bhumis started with the first Bhumi, and the seeing paths are synonyms. And then continually you advance one after another, and then reach to the 10th Bhumis, advancing. What you are advancing in this time? You are advancing all the paramatas, all the beautiful practices, advancing, developing, expanding, deepening of our joy, our appreciation, our love, our kindness, our detachment, our realization, and along with that, our conduct, our generosities, our patience, our joyful effort, our concentrations, our wisdoms, our skillful means, our powers, our inspirations, the wisdom knowledge, all that one after another developing, shining and expanding, fulfilling, yet so humble, so simple, down to the earth, as I said. It brings the common sense, more sensible, and more down to the earth. Look, this Buddha has reached the highest realization that what we Buddha call in Buddhism. How humble, when you read the Buddha's teaching, how humble, how simple. He goes with the monks and his nuns' teachings with bare feet and holding his own begging bowl, wearing his robe. That's what the Buddha is. That's how really Buddha, how simple and humble. All these great masters you do read, such a great master realization that humble and simple, more kind of mingling with everyone. They're not kind of burst outside on the spotlight, this and that things. So simple. That's how the sign of the realization comes. Sign of realization makes an individual so gentle, so peaceful, that all the activities of the body become gentle, peaceful, speech is become gentle, peaceful, more polite, more humble, more respectful. Mind is soft as then, free from the ego, duality, anger, emotion. Those all evaporated, and then full love, compassion, wisdom. That is a rise. That is what this great master, this realization shine forth. So that is what really about this Lam, and then this powerful flight of Garudas. So one, you have this Dzogchen view, the tactile view, our Dzogchen views, and keeping up that. And when you discover, when you're maintaining that, as you discover that view, that we are in the flight of Garuda. Then we are powerful flight of Garuda. that will split roughly at once all the Bhumis and parts. And as I said, according to Sutra Mahayana level, to reach the Buddhahood, 3 countless eons. 3 countless. Even that is in the Buddha's teaching said like what's called. There is 3 categories. The best capabilities of the individual practitioners that in following with Sutra path reach the Buddhahood in 3 countless eons, such as Buddha Shakyamuni. And the second capabilities of the individual who following the Mahayana path reach enlightenment in 7 countless eons. 7 countless eons. And third capability of practitioners who follow again the Mahayana path with joy and love and joy for effort, courage, commitment, they're reaching Buddhahood 32 countless eons. Countless eons. That is what it says. And here, within the single lifetimes, in some teachings said if you have the best technique and it be the joy and the devotion and bodhicitta and receive the teaching, maybe at the beginning while you're sitting on the cushion, you are ordinary beings, but when you get up from the cushion, you are in first Bhumi or maybe more. That's what it really says. That's how fast it is. And for those reasons, then in the Malarepa's teaching said, Dzogchen teaching is so special. If you receive this, heard this teaching, and the moment you glimpse, you are enlightenment in that. If you receive that teaching on practice in the evening time, you reach enlightenment in the evening time. If you receive teaching and practice that in the morning, you reach the enlightenment, Buddhahood in the morning times. And in some cases, they don't need any effort to just do the practice. You receive the Dzogchen teaching, you reach enlightenment instantly. That's what it says. So that when this great master, Rungtung Laga, I think, he said that to Dzogchen master, Rungtung Laga said to Malareba, and Malareba thought, oh, that's really, I'm the one of the fortunate ones. I'm the one of the, I think it's really fortunate one. And I practice all those black magics, kind of achieved so quickly, I able to do quickly. And today I meet this such a great teacher, and now I receive this teaching. I think I'm the one of the best candidate, so I don't need to practice. He thought, I don't need to practice. With that thought, he's sleeping. So then this teacher came, Rungtung Laga came in the morning. He's so sleeping. So he said, my student, what happened to you? He said, because teacher, you told that the fortunate ones even don't have to do meditate and practice. So I thought I'm the one of the fortunate to meeting such you and such a teaching. So that's why I'm sleeping, he said. So then this Rungtung Laga said, oh, this is not my connected disciple. He should go to then Marpa. He should go to the Marpa. So then he told him, you should go to the Marpa, and Marpa is your karmically connected teacher. And then, of course, the moment he heard the Marpa's name, same thing as Shabkar, as had his teacher's name. He said, really, his pores come out. It kind of like chills up. He changes up, and he just eager to see him. And then he went to the Marpa. So that's what then Marpa, then meet all the Malarepa's life story begins, realization that begins. So that's how it is. So therefore, it's so fast, so instant, but you have to, that instant, even though it's so fast, it's so special, it's I use the example as modern time, maybe space shuttle, space shuttle challenges. Space shuttle challenges. When you have that challenges, it's not just enough. You have the challenges, space shuttle challenges. You have to prepare to go in that shuttles. How many times you have to go to Cape Canaveral, and learn to go in there. That is what we have to do. We have the space shuttle, truly. We have the flight with Garudas, but we have to be prepared. We have this preparation is not just we prepared somewhere and then go to flight. We prepared along with we in the shuttle, or challenges, we in the flight of Garudas. That is devotion. That is bodhicitta. That is a 6 paramita. That is, as I said, condensed all the 6 paramatas. Then I say, yesterday I mentioned 3 trainings. Morality, concentration, wisdoms. Those all bring. That is what we're going to put. If we prepare that, then we take this chapter truly and apply the Garuda, then everything will be speed up and reach enlightenment. And now, with that, so that is really about the path and Bhumis. Now, flight of Garuda is a metaphor names. And Garuda is what in the teaching said, Garuda is a celestial bird. Celestial bird, it has power, so powerful, so reach so quickly. The places, because it's so powerful, speed up, but also Garuda is so high. Birds cannot fly so high as Garuda. So he has the best bird eyes views. Garuda has the super bird's eye views. And also Garuda has what the powers. Garuda has power to turn the poison into the medicine. He can eat poison instantly, and it not going to affect that. So he's not going to have to run from the poison. Rather, he enjoyed the sumptuous of the poisons and used that growth and bring the splendid power of the Garudas. Those are the metaphor of the Dzogchen teachings. Dzogchen is the highest views. As Garuda's bird eye, highest and best eye. And Longjiva mentioned in the teaching, said the Dzogchen's view is like view of the top of the mountain, looking to the top of the mountain, every 360-degree angles, every directions. You're not looking in one corner sides of that. All 360-degree angles. So that is what Dzogchen is. It's like Garudas. And then Garuda is so fast. Then we mentioned that already. And Garuda don't have to escape from the poisons. Trying to avoid that, reject that. Garuda can consume that to bring split out. Dzogchen don't have to give up anything. Dzogchen trying to not sorting out things, this and that thing. As it arises, liberated that. Use those any emotions. Use those whatever situation comes as training, the strengthening of the realization, understand, to instantly. As Garuda, all the poisons, 5 poisons. What are the 5 poisons? Ignorance, attachment, anger, jealous, arrogance. Those are all transcendented, liberated right that instant, right on the ordinary nature state. One is transcendented, one is become. 5 wisdoms is called it of the outcoming, the expression of the energies of the 5 wisdom arising in a different dimension, different level. It's never affected that individually, nor it is affected to the friends or others. Is instantly liberated, at that time more glorified, polished of our own realization, understanding of the nature where things are. That is the metaphor of this flight of Garuda. So this is powerful, this is big view, this is transcendental, in a way transformation, all those reasons. This is Garuda. And then Garuda is, in the Buddha's teaching, is a celestial bird, and residing also in the teaching said in the Tushita heavens. And then in wisdom, there is many in the Vajrayana teaching. Those are many wisdom Garudas. Those are so briefly. That is the meaning of the flight of Garudas. And now maybe I just stop here. If you have some questions, I will discuss.